Welcome to Questionable Fandom. I'm Alex,
And I'm Casey.
and episode 18.
Yeah, 18
The
episodes.
first of 3 episodes to be recorded today.
I didn't have to tell him all that.
Why not?
That's fair.
I mean, they might as well know why. Or, might as well know. It's no big deal.
Oh man, this was a long, short week. If that makes any sense.
It kind of was.
I did lots of stuff, but I also feel like it's pretty short. Like I can't describe it.
Yeah, I know what you mean. So what do you do this week?
Oh, what did I do? I paid bills yesterday. No, let's see. Man, from last week, I didn't do a whole lot. I watched some stuff. I didn't do a whole lot. I started playing on the phone. Played a new game on Steam the other day called Islanders.
I don't think I've heard of that one.
It's actually real fun, super casual. It's a procedurally generated island. It's got like trees or like a gold mine or something on it, like natural resources.
Right.
And you get to choose a pack of stuff to build. Like it always gives you two options. So it'll be like a mining pack or a brewery or a lumber pack. And it'll give you like a lumberjack when you place it on the map near. So every single thing that you place has a area of effect that comes off of it.
Okay.
So when you place it, everything that's in that area of effect will give it a +1, +2, whatever, like
Right.
positive victory points or negative victory points. And you start with nothing, and you have to build out.
Alright.
And once there's a point threshold. So like every 100 points you score, you get a new pack. If you run out of buildings to place, you lose.
Makes sense.
Once you start filling up a percentage of the island, it will give you a large percentage of the island. The game will give you the option to move on to a new island. Like once you fill the civilization out on this island, you will go make a settlement on another one. It's pretty fun. Like there's no timing or anything like that. It's super casual. It starts out, like I said, very loose, where like you place a lumberjack, you get +1 point for every tree it's in its area of effect, obviously, because you cut down trees.
Right.
Then you place like a lumber mill, right, where you get like +3 points for every lumberjack in its area of effect because they're processing the lumber.
Yeah.
And then it gets where you're building houses and city centers, and once you get on and on and on, it gets much more complicated where most of the base buildings start with like a 0 or even a +3 points just to place it, but you can get additional points for what's around it.
Right.
And once you get later in the game, you'll get like a temple, right, of worship. And it starts at like -75 points. But you'll get additions if you have walls around it, or mansions around it, or other places of worship like temples or whatever else. But it'll get minuses the more houses are around it or shopping centers are around it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're themed. So if you don't think forward enough in your building architecture, and of course you'll run into land on some of these islands because they're completely procedurally generated. And some buildings won't go down on certain terrain, like fields or something. You can't put fields on rocks, right?
Makes sense.
Gold mines. You can't put gold mines on not gold. Where
Makes
there's no
sense.
gold.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. They have stuff that you can only place in water, stuff you can only place in sides of mountains, things like that. There was one I really loved playing on where it started me out and there was like maybe 1 mile of land, like no land at all. And it starts you out with like 5 or 6 what they call plateaus in this game. It's like platforms.
Right.
So they start you off like 5 water plateaus. So you're just building out onto the water like these big ledges.
That's kind of cool.
And then building so like every pack you would give you like 1 more water platform. And so I had to build the whole island out on these platforms. And then some of the platforms would have fields on them like you put on there.
Right.
So it was actually super fun. That
Sounds like it.
It's a pretty cool game. I think I got it on sale. I can't tell you I don't remember at all what it cost, but probably under $20. You know what I mean? It was fun though.
Sounds kind of neat. Kind of puzzle-y games.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds like it is.
Yeah, it gets fun because like I would do one island where you want to put like you don't want your production stuff, even though it's not actually production, but again, all the production stuff keys off of each other, obviously.
Right.
Like a warehouse is going to key off of the amount of resource gathering things you have near it, not houses.
Yeah.
So like one side of the island I would do all resource, one side of the island I would do all housing, like city centers, temples, houses, mansions, things of that nature. And then once you get higher and higher up, like I said, you'll get stuff that you don't want near mansions, or you only want near mansions, not houses. It's like different tiers of society.
Right.
So then, like the next one I did, I had to do it 3 times. It's like, all right, down here in the small beach is the only place we do seaweed farming and water-based stuff. Over here is only houses. Only houses get put here. All the rich people live over here. Only rich people stuff. It's pretty cool, actually. And it's got a cool thing where it puts you up against every other player that plays the game. Whenever you get whatever your high score is, it tells you on the main menu what your online rank is in comparison to other people.
That's kind of cool.
So like my first one, I was like 191,000. I was like, damn, 191,000 people bought this game. These guys are doing good.
Yeah.
And then I played a really, really long one yesterday, and I'm up to like 38,000.
That's pretty cool.
I think it's pretty fun, yeah.
Sounds like it would be.
I don't know if they're going to do like a multiplayer or anything like that, but
Probably not.
it's a pretty neat game though. I was watching Power Rangers last week. I said on the podcast I watched some Zero, and then I tried Turbo and it sucked ass, and I tried some Space. I watched a couple more episodes of Space, but I was looking for something to watch and went onto my Funimation, and my subscription had lapsed from the Funimation streaming service. And if you remember, I was trying to let it lapse so I could get Verve.
Right.
So I went and got Verve, and fucking Funimation's not on Verve anymore.
Oh, yeah. Them and
I know.
Crunchyroll parted ways, and Crunchyroll is Verve.
Yeah. I heard it when it happened, but
It didn't register.
yeah, but I was like, I still want Verve.
Yeah.
So I got that, and do you have it yet?
No. I want to get it, but I probably should drop something I have.
Yeah, I dropped Funimation.
See, I'm in the middle of watching a few shows
Yeah,
on
exactly.
Funimation.
Exactly. I finished up Dragon Ball and Yu Yu Hakusho. Verve's cool. Like, it's got lots of stuff, but man, I'm not like I watch anime, but I'm not like an anime connoisseur.
Right.
Like, Crunchyroll doesn't do a lot for me because I just don't have a goddamn time to watch subtitles. Like, I can, but I get other stuff going on. I don't like to just try something cold.
Yeah,
It's just not my thing. So, but they have Boomerang, so they have a bunch of Scooby-Doo stuff. Thought about maybe trying some Flintstones from the 60s.
Yeah, if I get it probably would not be for the Crunchyroll part.
Yeah.
It'd be for everything else they have.
They do have some other stuff on Crunchyroll. They do have some stuff on Crunchyroll that's probably definitely worth watching, but I'm not saying that it doesn't. Like, they have the rest of Hunter x Hunter is just in subtitles. So, but Hunter x Hunter is good enough. I might go watch that. But they have a thing called Verve Select, and I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know where the curated content comes from.
Right.
But it's almost all Japanese content, or like from channels previously that are now defunct that at one time aired Japanese content. And I was looking on it, and they had the Super Sentai something something O Ranger, which is the Super Sentai Zeo. That's
Okay.
what they adapted for Zeo. So I was like, oh man, I gotta try this, right? I gotta try it. I just watched this series in the English version. I watched like 2 or 3 episodes, and it's so fucking good. Like, when you watch something old and dumb, you're like, this is probably like, I don't know why this is so big. Like, I feel like that sometimes when I watch modern anime, I'm like, why do people love this so much? That's how I feel about My Hero Academia. Like, I watched like 3 episodes, I was like, man, I just don't get like, I can understand how someone would like the style, but I don't get the fandom. You know what I mean?
Right.
I watched like 3 episodes of this random Super Sentai show. I was like, fuck yeah, I know why this is one of the most popular things in Japanese culture. This thing's awesome. It's so different, and I don't want to say it's better, but it's pretty good. So then I looked up lists of people's top 10 or top 20 Super Sentai series.
Right.
Because I was like, man, this whole Ranger show is pretty solid. It's like, it's either like not on people's list at all or like 15. I think one guy had it like 7 or 8. And I was like, shit, it gets 6 times better than this. So I went and added every single Super Sentai series they had to my watch list. They don't have them all. They've only got like 4 or 5. Like, very random ones. But it's pretty neat. It's funny how just starkly different they are. They're not even remotely the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. It's cool, though. There's a lot of footage they didn't use for Zeo that was kind of blowing my mind. Like, they have a lot of villain animations that they just didn't use for Zeo at all. and they have a lot of city destruction that they didn't use. Like in O-Ranger, the Machine Empire, like the villains, they still look a little wacky because it's Japan or whatever, but
Right.
they like fucking destroy Tokyo. I mean, like it's like a big deal. Like they attack London, and it's like a worldwide invasion thing.
I mean, I kind of understand it as they don't want to destroy the cities too much.
Yeah. Well, there were some scenes that were just very Tokyo.
Right.
So it's like even a kid would be like, "This is fucking Angel Grove or whatever."
That. Yeah.
Like the fighting scenes are just on the miniature city, but they have like some destruction scenes that are like very Godzilla, like very kaiju-esque. And it's like, okay, well that's probably I understand why those aren't there. I'm just saying the show is a lot more violent. It's not just like the story's different. The violence is way amped up.
It's probably a slightly different target audience too.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah, I really don't know what the target audience is.
I have no idea. It's old enough you'd think it would be.
Right.
And it was fun because Zio's the second series of Power Rangers, but it was the 10th anniversary series for Super Sentai. So like I was reading, and like whoever their leader was, not the Ranger, but like whatever their Zordon was, right? Like whoever was directing the team was like a guy that was like in the first series. Like it was their Tommy, like their Jason David Frank from Super Sentai.
Yeah.
He was like in the show from the 60s, and now he's like in his 50s or 60s, and now he's the leader or whatever. I was like, we've ripped these guys off so hard.
That just makes me think it was VR Troopers. Came out in the heyday of Mighty Morphin.
Yeah.
And they pulled the combat stuff from two different shows. That's why one of them always got separated. Because his combat wasn't from the same show as Air 2.
Oh man, there's I can't even remember which show it is now. One of the Super Sentai I saw, they had a 6th Ranger that was a girl, but she doesn't have a helmet. Like she's got like I shit you not, she's got like a crop top like with the Power Ranger symbol for that series, and maybe she has a helmet, but she's got her midriff out and like a skirt and then boots. Like she's like a little Japanese girl, not little. A grown woman, but like she doesn't wear a full body costume like everybody else. Like she has like half power or something, and they didn't adapt that shit.
I wonder why.
And I was looking at all the title cards. The White Ranger from Mighty Morphin. He was Tommy was green and white.
Right.
White is from a completely different series.
I can believe it.
They just pulled that suit from something else.
Yeah.
I think it's the only one. I think green was in the first one and all that, but like the white suit, completely different series. I must want to watch the series because I want to know where they got the Zord footage.
Yeah, that's would be interesting.
Like they made it for the movie or whatever, but like I'm talking about the show.
Yeah,
so,
I know.
I don't know. I have no idea.
No
It's neat. It was fun. Like the Super Sentai stuff was fun. They had some other stuff on Verve. Verve.
Yeah, like I said, I want to get Verve. I just gotta figure out where to get the money for it.
The only other thing I wanted to mention about Verve is if anyone out there gets Verve, there is 40 minutes of your time that you need to waste on a show. A TV movie. It's a 2-episode pilot from 1988. It's called Dynaman. Have you heard of this?
No.
It's the best fucking thing America's ever produced. It's called Dynaman. It is the first Super Sentai series to come to America. Way, like, 5 years before Power Rangers. It aired on MTV's, what do they call it? Thrill Night? Something like that. It was like some programming block they had for a few years.
Yeah.
In the late 80s. There's something else on Verve that was also from that programming block. But it was their idea that they would bring Super Sentai to America, but they didn't redo the show, they dubbed it.
That sounds good.
But look, since it's an adult programming block, they took some Super Sentai series and like Dyna Ranger or something, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Because it became Dynaman. And they dubbed the first 2 episodes, and they dubbed it in the full parody. Like, it's like the first abridged series. They just, or bad lip reading. They just dub completely over everybody, and they change the plot 100%. Like, the plot of the show is there's like a scientist who develops the Ranger powers and like the thing that makes monsters, and then his assistant runs off with another evil guy, and they turn evil, right? So they make the monsters, and then the original scientist has to form that version of the Sentai Rangers, right?
Yeah.
To fight against his evil cohorts, right? The guys who used to be with him. They know all his tricks, so he's got to get a new team. They dubbed this as the first 3 guys were are music producers, and the evil guys left the old guy, the scientist, to start their own record label. And their monsters, all the monster fighting is them trying to film a new music video to launch their music stars. And the Dino Rangers are the old scientists' new boy band.
I feel like MTV had a lot to say on how it was dubbed.
It's so fucking good. Like the whole thing is like so very funny, like the parody. There are some lines that are just so fucking killer.
I can believe it. It makes me want to go get Verve.
It's so good.
It's like chat.
It's like I watched like 5 minutes of it and I was like, Jesus, this is awesome. And I looked and I was like, oh, it's only a 40-minute movie. It never took off, obviously. But
yeah, it might have just been done as a one-off joke too.
Yeah.
Back in that era of MTV.
Yeah, I don't know. It was great though. I wish somebody would do that shit today. In fact, I want to do that shit today. I wish I knew like 6 more people that can record voices. It's awesome. Like I wouldn't do the music video thing, but
well, yeah, you would come up with your own story.
Yeah, but it was pretty fun. Like everybody's just dumb, and I don't know. It's very fun. It's a very fun show. It's only 40 minutes, so it's not like that's all I got for what I was watching, pretty much.
Continuing my game of Fire Emblem some more. Still enjoying it. I know there's a time skip coming on it. I don't know when.
Weird.
But still enjoying the game.
Yeah.
Still having fun. Still only lost one person on it. I always laugh when I see him in a cutscene. It's an important character.
I know.
For the story.
It's like when I'm playing Pokemon Masters. Now, I didn't play the story at all this week, I don't think. But it's like when the characters show up in the cutscenes for the story, and I just don't even use them. You know what I mean? Like I don't use them at all. Or like you go to fight somebody who I've already unlocked through the random drop, and it's like, come on, man.
Yeah, it's a little different on like a mobile game like that.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
But when it's like a major RPG where characters can be permanently killed.
Yeah, why are they in permanent cutscenes?
Yeah, right.
Very confused.
But finished The Good Place.
Was it good?
I enjoyed it.
You said you thought it was the weakest.
It's the weakest, but I mean, it's still solid.
The other seasons are really good.
Yeah, I mean, it's weaker than the 2 good seasons, but it's by no means a bad season. But it actually sets up hope for the last season. I think it'll be back on par with like 1 or 2. I think season 3 is going to be the weakest season.
Well.
But we'll see.
I wonder how many seasons this thing's going to go.
What, Good Place?
Yeah.
4?
Oh.
Because they're advertising season 4 as the final season.
Oh, okay.
So there's kind of no question there.
Fair enough.
I also started to continue watching a Fairy Tail.
Oh, the
anime.
Yeah, I haven't
about
seen it.
mages and stuff. It's good.
Yeah. I was in the mood for anime the other day. That's why I looked up Funimation and get on Verve and watching nothing even remotely close to anime. I watched like 3 episodes of Super Sentai, Dynaman, and then a Scooby-Doo movie from like 1989 called Scooby-Doo and the Boo Brothers. It's fucking great.
Yeah. I was gonna say the first like 48 episodes is on Netflix. If you ever want to check it out.
Yeah, I know. It's one of those things. My brother watched it one time.
That's fair, I guess.
Even though we watch a lot of the same stuff, like he's been watching Yu Yu Hakusho. I can hear. I know the theme music, right? So I can hear it every now and again. But I don't know. Like we don't talk much. So like the other day, or no, this was like yesterday. We were going back upstairs after doing something, and I was like, oh, how far are you through Yu Yu Hakusho? Like I was trying to be cordial, right? And I like that show.
Right.
And he was like, oh, I've already seen it now, I'm just rewatching it. And he just kept on walking. And I was like, alright. Like, good answer.
Way to answer the question.
Exactly. Good answer, thanks.
I
know exactly where you are. Like, what an answer, right?
Yeah.
How far have you made it through? Oh, I've already seen the whole thing. I didn't ask you how much you've watched.
Yeah.
I asked you where you are.
Currently.
Yeah. Jesus. I can't hear the actual show. Like, so I can only hear the opening theme every now and again.
Yeah, I understand that. Oh, I watched Into Spider-Verse.
Nice. You should. I knew you hadn't, but I thought you should have for our next podcast.
I watched it. Good fucking movie.
I'm sure you liked it. Yeah.
I was actually surprised it was a Sony movie. I thought it was just like a pure Marvel.
No. That movie's weird because I Like, how the fuck did it get made? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, who greenlit it? How did it get a full theatrical release? I felt like it came out of nowhere. Like,
It kind of did.
they never make movies that aren't connected to anything anymore. They never do theatrical animated movies. Like,
Unless you're Disney.
yeah, it just blew my mind that this thing existed. And then you watch it and it's good.
Yeah. And then you see it's Sony and not Marvel.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Watching the opening crawl, it's like, Sony? What?
Well, they have Spider-Man movie rights.
Well, yeah, but I didn't think they had animated rights.
They have it all.
Well,
They didn't differentiate when they sold it.
Okay.
It's very weird.
yeah.
They don't have animated, like, if they made a TV movie for the Disney Channel, like, that would be different.
Yeah.
But for a theatrical release, it has to be Sony. It doesn't make any sense. But, yeah.
Yeah.
When I saw it, thinking about that movie, it's like, man, this is what DC should do. They should stop hiring, like, live-action actors. Like,
That's actually kind of funny because the guys who do the Sentinels card game,
yeah.
they said if they ever did, their dream animated or cinematic universe would be animated.
It should be.
But, I mean, that's what they, because in their little fictional world where the comics actually exist, that's what their cinematic universe is. It's animated.
It should be.
It's
Like,
like,
there's nothing wrong with animated movies. That Spider-Man movie, I mean, it didn't make what the other Spider-Man movies make, but it made good money.
yeah,
But to be fair, it made good money, like, literally on the back of word of mouth. Like, it came out, everybody was like, this motherfucker's good. Go see it.
right.
Yeah. Oh, man. Did you see this new Optimus Prime for the Transformers game?
I glanced at it. I didn't actually look at the card too much.
They're doing a new Optimus Prime and Megatron. Surprise, surprise. They just one in every set.
I saw that they're both super rares.
Yeah.
That kind of
I know.
killed me a little.
They're both good, but the first one of the highlighted comments on the Facebook was like, or maybe it was on Instagram or something, where one guy was like, "Why does Hasbro have a hard-on for Optimus Prime? I don't get it." No, he says, "Why does Hasbro have a hard-on for Optimus Prime?" And the first guy's reply was like, "It's fucking Optimus Prime. Why don't you have a hard-on for Optimus Prime?"
Yeah.
Well, I thought it too. I was like, I mean, come on, man. Like, I mean, it's up. Like, I'm sure there's a new Bumblebee too. Well, there wasn't a
Probably.
Bumblebee in the last set.
Well, there wasn't.
It's like, come on. I mean, again.
Well, I mean, you know what their iconic characters are.
Exactly.
That's like doing X-Men without Wolverine
Yeah.
or Cyclops.
Yeah.
I mean, sure you can do it, but who cares?
Yeah, exactly. This new Optimus Prime is 15 points.
That's all that. I did remember that as just 3 5-star
Yeah.
on it.
He's got 3 utility slots on both sides.
Yeah.
Truck mode. When you flip to this mode, you reveal the top card of your deck and play it if it's next.
Actually, I do remember him now.
Yeah.
And his flip side is you flip a blue and an orange.
You
do
play
some-
one of your upgrades you flipped.
Okay, yeah.
And his stats are 7-2 and 8-2
Yeah.
and 21 health. A guy posted on the Facebook group that energy pack card. That's a utility that gives you +4 health.
Right.
And he just posted a meme, and it was like, let's say me and you were playing. I go, "Hey Alex, how many hit points does your General Optimus Prime have?" And you go, 33 health. I concede.
Yeah.
No, it's cool stuff. I never mind that stuff when it's on a different power level. You know,
Right.
I get it.
I mean, it's just part of games, honestly.
Yeah. And it's kind of based on that toy line. It is different toys. Like, it's a completely different artwork, you know.
Yeah.
I get it.
I don't remember what the Megatron did. I just remember it was Lord Megatron.
I think when you flip to his tank mode, your opponent mills the amount of cards equal to his defense value.
Yeah, and then
And when he on his offensive side, on his bot side, whenever your opponent shuffles their deck back, trash back in their deck, they have to assign the amount of damage equal to his attack value.
yeah.
And his attack value is like 5 or 7 or something. I
I
think it's
want to say
7.
it's 7.
Yeah, I can find this article, but
Yeah, it's not that big of a deal.
yeah, it's a different mechanic, but people dig it.
I just hate when they're both super rares.
That means everything else is not going to be.
Well, I mean, that's half the super rares because
Yeah.
I'm sure 4 is their magic number now.
I almost prefer it that way, if it makes sense, because it's like they have to, if they're going to start doing some, like some fan favorite characters, it's like I'd rather them not be super rares for people. You know?
Right, yeah. I mean, that is fair, and then actually kind of how strong those cards are in like a sealed,
Yeah,
especially Megatron.
yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't want that being pulled that often.
No, I totally get it. It doesn't bother me.
I also started watching the anime the time I got reincarnated as a slime.
Yeah.
Pretty good, actually.
You said that last week.
Did I?
Mm-hmm.
Shit, I don't remember clearly.
Yeah, I remember you telling me. I've seen the trailer. I think it looks cool.
Yeah.
I want to see the new Joker movie.
Do you?
Yeah. Do you know?
I haven't actually watched the trailer for it.
I think it looks cool. I think I've seen one trailer. There's like 3, but
I don't know what.
it's supposed to be really good.
Yeah, DC needs to get their shit together. No.
Well, this is like their version of that Spider-Man movie. It's made by no one related to the DC like comic studio at all. It's just like some movie they made.
At least the Spider-Man movie was animated.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
Everything else is live action.
Yeah. I was in Walmart the other day and the guy was like, "Wait, so they're gonna make?" It was like people who don't know. Like there's a lot of people who don't know. And the guy's like, "Wait, so they're gonna make Spider-Man, but Spider-Man not gonna be an Avenger no more?" And it's like, he wasn't talking to me, he was just talking,
Right.
So overheard it. I was like, you guys are people. Like, people are not all like us. Like, you know what I mean? Like, not everybody has time to do all this thorough research
Right.
on all the in-depth behind the scenes of movies and actors and contracts and rights usages and things of that nature. Have you ever seen, it's a video series on YouTube called The Pitch Meetings for
No.
Marvel? I actually don't like, well, I didn't like them when I first saw them. It's something that every single fucking day, even though I marked it not interested, whenever I go to sleep watching YouTube and I wake up, it's always autoplaying because it'll autoplay through and get to one of his compilations.
Right.
His compilation's like 3 or 4 hours long, so by the time I wake up, it's always in the middle of one.
Yeah.
And it's this guy. He does all the videos by himself, and it's a skit for every single Marvel movie, as if a guy is coming in pitching the movie to an executive. But he's the executive and the pitcher, right?
Yeah.
It just camera cuts to him in a different outfit. And they're kind of cute, but the compilation thing just drags on you, right? Where you're just watching it over and over and over. Because every video is the exact same. Where it's like, oh, we have this new, and it's, we have this new Ant-Man movie. He's like, all right, tell me about it. No, the Ant-Man one was kind of cute because he goes, I'm here to pitch to the Ant-Man movie. And he goes, okay, do you need your parking reimbursed or whatever, endorsed? You can just ask my secretary on the way out. He's like, I still have to pitch the meeting. He was like, oh, people keep leaving the project. I assumed that you were just going to check in and check out. I thought that was a good joke.
Yeah.
But then it goes on and it's always the same thing. It's like, it's like, what's the movie about? It's like, oh, the movies, the other, Iron Man is like a guy makes a tech suit and then an evil guy gets a tech suit and then the first guy has to fight the evil guy with the same tech suit and he's like, yeah, the Marvel way. He goes, yeah, we're just gonna do that again. Shit like that. Like it's like all these little jabs. Like I don't hate the videos. Like I said, it's just a compilation that will wear on me as I'm trying to wake up. But I was also listening to one for a while yesterday, and because I didn't work yesterday, so I didn't get up quickly when I got up and it was playing. And it showed me a lot more plot holes than I previously thought existed in these Marvel movies. Just from movie to movie, not actually in the movies themselves. Just the continuity as they run over and do a new movie.
Right.
Like the thing where Iron Man's quit like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, and then they really explain
Yeah, they
it.
just never explain it.
It's like the end of Iron Man 3 blows up all the suits, and then Age of Ultron. But here he is in a brand new suit.
Yeah, exactly. It's the same thing again after like Civil War. He doesn't say he's quitting, but it's like he's supposed to be registered to do like the human thing, and it's like, so when we pick up on Infinity War, obviously they have to do this stuff for the government, and it's like, no, he's actually got like a god suit now. Nah.
Yeah.
And different stuff like that. And you can tell which ones he doesn't like. Like he ripped Age of Ultron apart. I mean, just ripped that movie to shreds.
I mean, it is kind of a not
the
good
lame
movie.
duck, yeah.
Yeah.
It was like everything. It was like going through the plot to pitch it. It's like, yeah, so he escapes to the internet, and the guy's like, oh, well, that must be pretty serious. He can, like, launch nuclear strike. He's like, well, not nukes. He's like, oh, okay. But, like, can't he, mess with the air traffic control or something like that? No, he's actually going to drop a island on the planet. He's like, oh, I kind of thought he was smarter than that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or stuff like that, and the Thor Ragnarok one where he was like, hey, before you pitch your movie, we need a movie that's more comedic. He's, oh, no, this movie's full comedy. No, he goes, Thor Ragnarok. He goes, Ragnarok? And he goes, Ragnarok. He goes, oh, what's that mean? He's like, it's like the apocalypse for Norse mythology. He's like, oh, sounds like a pretty gritty movie. We don't do stakes very much. There's not big stakes in our movies. And he's like, no, this is full-blown comedy. And he's like, wait, what? And he was like, yeah, it's full-blown comedy. Every single character in the movie is a comedic relief. You know how we have like 1 or 2 comedic reliefs in movies? Every single character is comedic relief. In fact, every time that there would be an emotional moment, we ignore it and make a joke. In fact, there's so much lost emotional moments, I could write a whole nother script of only emotional moments for how many I set up, and then we make a joke instead. And it's like, man, he whipped that movie apart too. Even though I actually think that movie's fine, it's just like,
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
yeah, he was like, yeah, we've been doing a lot of stuff like, Thanos is upcoming and Killmonger and like all these deeper villains, And he's like, so what's this villain about? He's like, oh, this is Hela. She's evil. He's like, so what? Yep, she's just a bad chick who does bad things.
I kind of forgot about her
Yeah.
when I think of that movie.
Exactly. He was like, the whole movie takes place over here. He's like, oh. So at the end, Hulk comes. He's like, wait, Hulk? He's like, oh yeah, Hulk's in this whole movie. He was like, I thought you said it was a comedy. He was like, yeah, Hulk's not like a mean monster anymore. He's just like a big grumpy baby.
Kind of was in the.
Yeah, I know. Oh, it's fun. It's man, trying to find. I've been going through a lot of eBay debacles.
Been watching a bunch of Robot Chicken as well.
I watched
on
it.
Hulu.
I watched it all the way through on Hulu a year or 2 ago, and it's very underrated.
It really is, and I'm not gonna finish watching the stuff I haven't seen because it's getting pulled off of Hulu in like 10 days.
For what?
I don't know. Like I said, the deal's up on it.
Oh, that reminds me. I went through a whole day trying to pre-order Disney Plus.
Oh, I forgot to do it when I could get a discount on it. Damn it.
And I wasn't able to do it. But man, I want that shit. Like they spoiled some more stuff for it, and it's like, dude.
Yeah.
They are putting all the. I didn't even think about them. They're putting the Saturday morning cartoons that they had for years. So like Gargoyles and DuckTales and Darkwing Duck.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, I gotta see this thing. Like I've been trying to watch. I've had Gargoyles on my watch list for a while to rewatch, but there's no way to stream it, and you have to buy it. I just have been putting off buying it.
Well, see, I saw it at some point on YouTube. Watched a few episodes of it. Watched like that first week for that 5-parter.
Okay, it might be on YouTube.
It may not be at this point.
Yeah.
They may have pulled it for.
But yeah, and like I've never seen a lot of DuckTales. I remember watching Darkwing Duck and liking it. I don't know how good it is in retrospect.
Yeah, I've watched DuckTales, Darkwing Duck. Well, that's pretty much the channel I watched when I was a kid.
Yeah, but it's like all that
mornings.
stuff, It's like, that's good background stuff. That's good stuff to check out when you don't have, when you're bored.
Yeah.
Try to call back on some nostalgia a little bit.
Oh, yeah, a few more months till we have it.
Yeah, no. I just wanted a discount.
Yeah, so did I. I meant to do it because it's like I know I'm gonna want it. I'm gonna keep it for a while.
Yeah, I looked and it was like whatever it was, $215 for like 3 years or some shit like that. And I was like, fuck it, let's pull the trigger. Hate Pay Friday. Couldn't get done. Made me sad.
I just wonder if they're gonna have the Hulk movie, the MCU one. On it because I forget who has the rights to Hulk, but it's not actually Marvel.
Well, they don't have the distribution rights. They do have the film rights.
No, they don't.
I thought they did.
They can use them in a group movie. They cannot do a solo movie of him.
That's not how I remember it, but I could be wrong.
That's what I remember reading is. That's why he's always in the Avengers or he's in Ragnarok.
I had thought that they just didn't have the distribution rights. So if they did a movie, if they had done a solo movie, they can't distribute it.
That may be it. That effectively works out to where they don't have the rights.
Yeah,
like they're not gonna do that.
They can do it, they just can't distribute it. So they did that first movie because they didn't have a distribution chain at the time. Now, obviously, they do.
Right.
They don't go through anybody else to distribute the movie.
So I'm just gonna wonder how that works for streaming.
I don't know that it has any impact, but I don't know that it doesn't.
I mean, that's distribution. And it's a new enough movie where that would have been a consideration.
It's true. Yeah, like I said, I really don't know. I'm trying to think. I don't know how that would work at all. I don't know how this works. But we'll see, though.
Yeah.
I actually think that movie's fine. It really gets a bad rap.
Yeah, I mean, they said they're going to be kind of slow rolling, coming out with some of the movies anyway, so they're not going to drop the whole back catalog all at once.
Interesting. So, Universal holds the distribution rights to any future Hulk movies, but the character rights and licenses belong to Marvel after Universal did not get a sequel out to that first 2003 Hulk, which is why Sony always makes Spider-Man movies for this exact reason.
Right. And that's why Fox did the Fantastic Four.
Yeah. So what this means in essence is that Universal Studios has, quote-unquote, the legal right of first refusal to future Hulk movies. So if Marvel wants to make a movie, Universal can just say, no, you can't distribute that.
Yeah.
Now, again, like all they have to do is pay them, like some amount of money. Like they did for the first one. It's like whatever it is, percentage or flat fee, whatever. But Marvel, like the way I heard it, was just like, we don't have to pay any money. We can put them in any movie.
Yeah, and they're not going to do a solo Hulk movie at this point. They
Again,
pretty much say that.
So why? You know what I mean? Like, why would we make one?
Right.
You know, if Hulk was like Black Panther, if it was $1 billion franchise,
maybe
we might think about it. Hulk's not $1 billion movie.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And first refusal means, I mean, you pretty much said what it was, but they have the rights to distribute. And if they say no, then Disney gets to.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, that's what first refusal means, is they get the chance, and they gotta refuse it before they can go elsewhere with it.
Interesting. Just, I don't know. It's funny when people ask about the Spider-Man movies. It's like, this right here, they don't want to get in this situation right here. That's why Sony keeps making movies, dumb. No, I don't blame Universal. That first Hulk movie sucked ass.
Yeah. Kind of curious who actually leaked the Spider-Man news.
I don't know, because that place isn't usually full of leaks.
Yeah.
Like, DC is full of them.
I'm pretty sure one sider there did it on purpose.
No, it totally makes sense.
Yeah, just to get the public's on board.
Yeah, I think you're right. I don't know which side it was or whatever, but
I don't know what their end goal was.
Yeah.
But I haven't heard any update on that.
Me either. So.
But to be fair, I haven't exactly looked.
I haven't. I was just looking on a site just now for something and didn't see anything. I was looking for something else, but
I mean, it's one of those. If I ever see Spider-Man, cool. If not, I'd get 2.5 solid movies with them.
I'm not worried about it.
Yeah.
I know some people were all up in the things. Like they're gonna make movies. Fine, Jesus. Again,
I mean,
like,
I'd be kind of sad not fit the Far From Home storyline that they started at the end. It not playing out.
It might still play out.
Maybe, but it won't be. I don't feel like it would be as good if that's only a Sony picture.
Yeah, maybe not.
I know, but with Into the Spider-Verse, maybe they know what they're doing now.
I don't know. I haven't seen Venom.
I've heard mixed things on that, but apparently they did good enough to get greenlit for a sequel.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's Venom. You know, it had a cool trailer. It's got Tom Hardy. He's a pretty big star.
Right.
It had a good meld of like, let's go see this movie. Like, girls going, let's go see this movie because Tom Hardy's hot, and like his look in the movie is like super disheveled, and fangirls are into that type of stuff.
Right.
And then like the other thing of like lots of people like Venom. Like, I don't know what the deal is.
I really don't know.
Lots of people like Venom. He's just one of those cult characters. Like, you know what I mean? Like, nobody just loves Kraven or Dr. Octopus. People just dig the fuck out of Venom. They think he's cool as hell.
I mean, it was enough people liked him for him to become at least an anti-hero.
At one point, yeah, Agent Venom. So, yeah, I mean, people just dig the crap out of characters. There's just some characters like that just... Deathstroke's like that.
Yeah.
For DC. It was like... I mean, I think Deathstroke's cool or whatever, but he's just a villain. Like, he's an assassin. Come on, guys.
Right.
Dude, he's got more comic lines than most freaking mainstream heroes do these days. He's been in all kinds of teams, you know. He's in a bunch of freaking live action stuff at this point. He was in Smallville, he was in Arrow, he was supposed to be in one of those Suicide Squad movies, he's in the new season of Titans, he's in the old Teen Titans cartoon, he's in Young Justice as a prominent character, he's all over me.
Right.
He's in the games, you know.
At least he's still mostly a villain.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it was the New 52. I think that attempted to change that.
Yeah, I don't get this stuff. Like, I don't know. I have no. I want villains to just be villains. Like, what was the? It kills me. Like, I understand. I mean, some people latch on to villains because they're cool or whatever, but it's like they can just still be bad. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, that is a trend that happens way too often.
you know.
Because I actually thinking about Fairy Tale, like half of the people in the guild at this point are people they were fighting.
Yeah, it's like they don't have to be. Yeah, I mean, it
It's
is
like
what it is.
Lisa, yeah,
I mean, the worst ones to me are always Joker and Harley Quinn. Like, Harley Quinn's like, she doesn't save people or anything, but it's like they always push her these days like a role model character. Because some people like her, and it's like, dude, she's crazy.
she's crazy. That's a super fucked up relationship.
She's crazy. Well, these days she's like an empowered woman. She's not with Joker or whatever anymore, right? It's like, dude,
That doesn't change people going, I want a relationship like Joker and Harley.
Oh, dude, I see it all the time. People get
It's like-
tattoos and shit.
It's like, no, you don't. Well, the guy maybe, but no, you don't.
Yeah, I mean, in Joker, he's played off for laughs a lot, and like the whole point is that, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, that's not the original point, because
Yeah.
originally he's literally just got in Joker from the 50s.
Right.
I'm just saying, like, to me, the modern version of that character is like the whole point is it's a misnomer, right?
Yeah.
There's no fun about him. Nothing about him is supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be fucking tragic.
Yeah.
And here he is making jokes and shit all the time.
Man, I forget what it's called, or like basically what Harley is in that relationship, or like he's abusive and all that to her, and she still loves him anyways.
You're thinking of like Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah, it's like that, but
It's not that thing.
it's called something else.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like I still don't understand people with it.
I'll never understand when I started seeing the Harley Quinn costume. It's like for children. Let me preface.
Right.
Like, a grown man, a grown woman can dress up as Harley Quinn and Joker. Like it's fine. You can dress up as anything you want. You're a grown adult. Like dozens of really slutty girls dressed up as that Suicide Squad Harley Quinn, right? When it's
Right.
like literally just a shirt and short shorts. But I'm talking about like the kids. It's like a 12-year-old girl in a Harley Quinn costume that just gives me like it just makes my skin crawl sometimes.
That's fair.
Whatever. Like, why would you do that?
No idea.
And I'm not talking about the parents, but it's like they don't know. To me, it's like, guys, if you're DC, it's like push Wonder Woman or fucking Supergirl or somebody. Like,
Right.
You got characters. You
Yeah.
ain't got to do this.
Yeah, push someone that has morals.
The whole point of having a popular villain.
But I was gonna say, to be fair, DC does like building up their villains more than their heroes.
Yeah, but I want
They
them to
tend
be
to be-
bad. It's only funny because they do it. Like, no, they've never pushed Lex Luthor
Right.
like as a role model or like to sell merch. Even though he's wildly popular, he's in all kinds of media. He was in the Justice League. He does all kinds of stuff. Like he's always been a dynamic character.
Right.
But at the end of the day, any version of this character is not to be trusted and is always being selfish.
Right.
It's like, to me, it's like, I don't know. Sometimes I see Joker and Harley Quinn these days, and they're a little too lackluster.
I forget when it was. It was a few years ago. I think before they came out with the first Harley Quinn comic, they did a preview and looking at it. And they were trying to make her an anti-hero for whatever reason.
Yeah, they're trying to make her like Deadpool. Like, oh, it's
Right,
fun
too.
because she's wacky.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like she's robbing people and hitting innocent dudes and stealing their money, but like she's wacky, so it's fun. It's like,
Yeah.
she's a crazy bitch. She should not have her own comic. Like,
Right.
people should be stopping her.
She's a villain. Just
She be a fun villain. There's nothing wrong with
Yeah.
a fun villain.
Oh yeah.
But yeah.
It's kind of like I forget who it. The Spider-Man villain. The comic panel that goes around. Spider-Man's like, you're like an expert in genetic engineering.
Oh,
Why
yeah.
aren't you curing cancers instead of turning people into dinosaurs? And he's like, I don't want to cure cancer. I want to turn people into dinosaurs.
Yeah, that's I can't remember that guy's name.
Yeah,
He's
but-
not even a Spider-Man villain. I don't think he's from the Savage World.
It doesn't matter. I mean, it's just
Yeah, like that's fine.
yeah.
Like I actually love that panel so much.
So do I.
No, it is what it is. But all right, let's wrap this one up so we
Yeah.
can do another one. We're gonna be doing So it'll be next week when you hear this. But next week we're doing a top 10 comic book movies. Any movie that's based on a comic book.
And had a theatrical release.
A full theatrical release. The only thing I can think of that. So no straight to DVD, nothing that's gone on the DC universe.
Right.
And I know you didn't, but I also did not include Batman Mask of the Phantasm, which had a limited theatrical release in like 1996 or something.
I didn't.
It was based on the animated series, so I know you didn't watch it.
Yeah,
it's a totally fine movie, but it's one of those things where every time people go, "What's the best Batman movie?" nerds go, "Mask of the Phantasm." Like, motherfucker, it showed in like 60 theaters for like 2 weekends. Come on now.
Yeah.
Like,
no, all my movies.
It made like $5 million. Like, come on.
Yeah, all mine were like full theatrical
releases.
Like they were legitimate movies.
Yeah.
They ran in the theaters whatever appropriate amount of time from whenever released.
Exactly. Full theatrical releases, feature-length movies.
Right.
Maybe we'll, if this is fun, we'll
maybe
some other lists.
Yeah.
Although
there's plenty of topics we can pick from.
Okay, so we're gonna wrap it up for this week. And we also, I was gonna say, for the fun of that episode, we have not. It's not our top 10 collectively. It is individual top 10s,
yes.
And we have not told each other what our top 10 lists were.
Right. I got my top 10. Casey has his. I haven't seen Casey's. He hasn't seen mine.
All right. So
find us on Facebook.
Questionable Fandom Podcast.
Instagram's
Questionable Fandom. qf.mailbag@gmail.com for any future topics or lists or questions or comments.
Patreon.
Yeah, it's Questionable Fandom. The only thing that's Questionable Fandom Podcast is Facebook.
Right.
Everything else is no podcast.
I wonder why we had to do podcasts on Facebook.
I don't remember. It might have been suggested.
Maybe. Actually, I think maybe we did Facebook first and then everywhere else was just...
Maybe.
Who knows?
I don't recall exactly. That's going to be it for us this week. Check us out next week.